Oh my god! Hello there, and welcome to Pink Milk, your Star Wars podcast for us super fans.
And those of us who are forced to listen to them. Especially now.
Today is someday, and someday. I'm reporting straight from the valley. Are you ready, Thomas?
Uh-huh, I'm ready.
It's time to drink up.
Let's drink up.
Hello, Thomas.
Hello, Brian.
It's been several days.
Yes, many, many days.
I don't know why, but I'm kind of enjoying this. I'm living for it.
I know exactly why.
Is it because I'm gay?
No. Oddly enough, no. It's not because of that. It's because we came upon one of Jack's new teachers and they talk like they're from the valley. Don't say who they are.
It really was. And she may be even the person that runs the whole school. And she gave us instructions. And it's so funny because she was like, all you need to do is pull around to the front of the building. And if you're in one of the other grades, you just pull behind the building. But it's going to be a super year, and we're so excited to have all of your students at the school.
So, with all seriousness, I was so distracted by having a girl from, or speaking like she was from the valley, and not the Valley of the Sun, that I couldn't listen to anything she said, because I was so busy, listening to the cadence of the valley. It's like, oh.
I don't know. I am here for it. And you're here for us. And this is Pink Milk. I'm your host, Brian. And with me, as always, is my better half and your better host, Tom.
Hello, hello, hello.
And here she is with her RuPaul, and I love it. I live for all of this. I am sorry, but this voice might be through the whole show.
In full disclosure, I never knew it was a RuPaul. It was just something I did.
Well, Rue took it from me because apparently Rue took it from Rue. She does. She takes everything from everyone. She does not have a creative bone to her body. She just takes everything from everyone and gets all the credit for it. That's what I hear on the Twitters. So it must be true.
Seriously?
Yes, Thomas. Well, how are you, babe? I mean, it's been several days. It's been a few weeks since you've seen and said hello to all of our listeners. How have you been? What's going on? What's the 411?
The 411 is that the kids are going back to school.
Tomorrow.
A lot of lead up to this back to school shopping, endless supply purchases, pants, shirts, gym clothes, locks. We need a lock for Jack's locker, by the way.
Also, don't forget, you're welcome, everyone, for listening to us and our parenting. So real quick, this is actually kind of important, so don't let this new tone that I have that may stay. I don't really know.
Oh, we hope not.
But I'm enjoying it right now. Let us know on the Twitters if you even remotely like this, because it really could be my new persona. Brian from the Valley.
This certainly gives a whole new twist on Forced to Listen to.
Okay, in all seriousness, we have a little bit of bittersweet news to say. Tom and I are going to take a little break from Husband and Husband because, as we mentioned, there's new school starting. And we're going back to the office more than we did before, and we're really, really short on time. I mean, clearly, we missed last week. It was the first time we ever missed an episode unintentionally.
All the other times we intentionally missed them.
Well, we took breaks here or there. That's fine.
Vacations.
No new
Hangovers.
Star Wars. No hangover. Girl, I have not had a hangover in 5 years.
Long. 5 years?
Yeah, ever since Jack came and lived with us, I don't even think I've been drunk.
This is true.
What? A buzzkill.
No, he hasn't.
All right. I think I'm back.
Hey, Brian, how are you? Welcome back.
Oh my God, it's so good to be.
There you go again.
No, honestly, in all seriousness, we are going to take a break until after Labor Day because we have children back to school. We are now in 2 schools.
Sports, karate,
Soccer,
everything.
cross and field. Clearly, I never was involved in sports.
I'm going to handling the shuttling of the sports activities around.
So anyways, we just need a minute.
Kids in different schools now.
Yep. So we just need a minute to figure out how this is all going to work. However, just because Tom and I are not going to be sitting in front of this microphone on a regular basis for a minute, I'm still going to sit with Chase, Mark, and Emmett on After Dark. Mm-hmm. So our Monday podcast, I think I'll probably move to Wednesdays after this one airs. But just so you know, just a heads up, we are going to figure out how we're going to move forward now that we have kids in multiple schools. And it's just really important to us that we don't... This podcast, Tom and I love doing it. We have so much fun together. And we also said at the very beginning, we are going to do this with the least amount of impact on the family as possible. And it's just getting, between now, there's sporting games on the weekends. And, we love all of our listeners. We love doing this. But at the same time, I don't want my children to think that we're never around. So
I agree. 100%.
Family time is very, very important, and we're going to figure this out. So please bear with us. However, we're not really going anywhere. Well, Tom's going somewhere for a little bit. I'll still be here once a week on our live streams, which a lot of people, honestly, we've been growing.
Makes it sound like you're sending me away.
My hand might be a little freer and a little lighter sans a ring here soon, too.
Hey, I think I heard you say I could go on a vacation by myself there. I think I could take care of that. I like it.
Well, I don't believe in the conventionalities that everyone else seems to think we all need.
Oh, conventionalities.
Is that even a word?
You know what?
Well, here
I
in the
like
Valley,
it, so let's just put it
sometimes,
out there.
like, one of my favorite movies ever is this movie Clueless, and it was really well known for establishing new words into the lexicon of popular culture. So, as a gay man... Today, I'm going to try to use pink milk to introduce new lexicon.
Okay.
I don't even know if I'm using the word lexicon correctly, but it sounds super smart.
Dude, the dog right over here?
Anyone who's
Robin
willing to
Quivers
listen.
on the floor?
If she's there to listen, I am here to talk.
And I'm forced to listen.
Anyways, just so for a heads up. That way...
Yeah, we're going to be off until after Labor Day.
Yeah, I was supposed to mention this on After Dark last week and on Friday, and I forgot. We got a little chaotic. It was great fun. Yeah, so anyways, YouTube is growing. We're getting more and more people during the live streams. The Steam Room is getting very crowded. I am always living for a crowded Steam Room because you never know what you're going to get.
There's a line out the door.
Sometimes. We're pretty good. We're good at what we do.
I know you are.
Yep. So anyways, just heads up on that. So we figured this was kind of good timing. Bad Batch wrapped up. We can just talk about the season finale as a whole, which really should have been one thing, not split into two, just one. But whatever, we'll get there in a minute. And then Labor Day is coming up. So just it all seemed to work out.
Yes.
And we will figure it out, right?
Of course. Yes, we will.
And we're really not splitting up at all. I'm just kidding.
Oh, so I'm not getting a vacation.
No, you can. No, again, I don't need to subscribe to all those things. If you want a solo vacation,
I can have a solo vacation.
Why not?
Without Han Solo, though.
If you want Han Solo with you, why not?
No. I'm going to leave him to Callista.
You're going to what?
Leave him to Callista Flockhart, right? Isn't that his girlfriend?
Well, I had a hot take that was not popular, but what? I prefer Alden to Harrison.
Who's Alden?
Young Han Solo from the Solo movie, because he is hot.
Yeah, he's a good-looking guy.
No, he's hot.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind being Chewbacca in that show.
Has he ever done anything else?
I think
Can we see him in
so.
anything else or no?
Probably. I don't know.
Is he coming back to the new one?
Well, there is no new one right now, allegedly. But we're here to hashtag make Solo 2 happen any way we can get it. Because I'm here for it. It was a great movie.
Yeah, I thought
we're actually going to talk about it on a live stream soon.
Ooh.
Because I think... Oh, no, M likes it too. But Mark and Chase, not fans. Which I don't understand. It's like the gayest of all the Star Wars movies. It is like so queer and gay and fabulous. I'm like, wait, what? Like Qi'ra almost gives Padme a run for money and looks. And there's a cape closet. Like, how much gayer do you need? There's a damn cape closet in a Star Wars movie. Right down to, like, let's have some fashion twirls in a Star Wars movie, and gays don't like it?
Oh, now, what was the name of that guy? Childish Gambino.
Lando Calrissian?
Yeah. No. Who's the real actor?
Donald Glover?
God, he's good.
Yeah,
I don't remember his name, but he was good. He did Saturday Night Live. That's how I remember him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was... And we also saw him in that really dumb movie that everyone loves. That's a great sell. Like Interstellar or something about the daughter lost in the closet, but the closet was really a vacuum in space and time, and he was like the mathematician that was up all night going, I can figure this out. Remember? And Matt Damon was in it, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not Matt Damon. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting multiple movies confused. I would not be surprised.
Well, it sounds like quite a few movies.
I don't know.
They all have that premise.
They do. They do. All right. Are you ready to jump into some Bad Batch?
Yes. I'm kind of sad it's over.
Before we do that, listeners, hit the pause button. Head on over to Apple Podcasts and leave us a review. Like this one. We just got a new one. And I love it because this person is clearly straight. Metallica Rules. Don't know who Metallica Rules is. Maybe they're gay. But I hear Metallica and I just assume straight.
Okay.
Maybe that's wrong. I don't know. Anyways, thank you.
Sounds a little judgy.
Thank you. This 5-star review could quickly return to a 1-star review after this. No, anyways, thank you, Metallica Rules. Just like the Jizz cover album. I don't even know what it's called. I just know there's like a bloody Jizz album cover or something.
Oh.
Everyone should listen to it. I'm happy I stumbled upon this wonderful podcast. All the guests are great and the hosts are great too. I've really enjoyed hearing interesting viewpoints you wouldn't hear on any other Star Wars podcast. You will laugh and cry and get so much good food for thought. Check it out. Thank you.
That's pretty awesome. Thank you, Metallica.
5-star review.
Awesome.
We enjoy the 5-star reviews.
We appreciate it.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
And we've been getting more comments on our YouTube videos. Someone told us how positive they were, and they were here for it. I love it.
Cool.
So it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. And I just happened to be stumbling. I went through some of our old live streams, like our first one. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, they were so bad. So thank you for sticking with us. And then I realized how many
people... It's like
people...
our early podcasts. We're like, don't go back and listen.
No, please don't. I almost took them off, and I'm like, but I have to say, there was like, in some of those first ones, there are still people that have been there. Our dear listener, Alexandria, has been there. They've been there from the very first live stream, and they've only missed like a handful.
Wow.
It's really incredible. It's very touching. It's really
awesome.
sweet. That's almost a year that we've spent every Friday together with all these people. It's pretty rad.
That is pretty rad. Thank
you.
you.
Anyways, okay, let's get into the Bad Batch. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Okay.
Because I think this is the first time, listeners, that Tom was really into a Star Wars that I'm like not sure where I feel with it collectively. So it's going to be really, really good conversation.
Well, I was excited. I got to be there from the get-go. Even though there was quite a few things I didn't know. Even right when it came down to some music recently for something, it meant something you were saying. I'm like, I wouldn't have known that.
Yeah, the Camino music.
Yeah.
All the strings and the waves.
I mean, I like they do things like that, but people, that's what kind of makes, people like me kind of feel excluded a little bit.
Well, maybe you do.
Sorry about it. Guess you'll have to get over it.
So real quick, before we talk about the final 2 episodes, which actually we did not intend to miss last week, but we did, and it's all good. We're moving on.
Why did we?
Honestly, we just ran out of time between back to school shopping. We just ran out of time, and by the time we got the time to do it, we knew we wouldn't really deliver a very good show because we were so tired. We're like, no. So we just needed to wait. It's all good. It's fine, but.
As you can tell, we obsessed over it.
We really did. Yep. We honestly, no, seriously.
Sorry.
We always put our best foot forward. We put a lot of everything we have into this because honestly, people listening deserve to have the respect of us really going, like, giving it 110% every single time.
Yes, they do.
So that's what we always do. Now, if you feel like it's 110% quality, that's probably up for debate, but it doesn't mean we tried.
But we're showing up.
As that one podcast review said, we always shoot for the stars. Or we don't always talk about Star Wars, but we always shoot for the stars.
Seriously? Somebody said that?
Yes, we read it on the podcast. I'm glad you paid attention.
God, that was a great review.
Yeah. Unless we missed a star.
Was there a
you
star?
never know. If
was it a 1 star?
No, it was a great review. It was a positive review, but you never know. You could like miscalculate and fly into a supernova and hyper, because it's not like dusting crops.
Right, it happens all the time.
I completely butchered that, but Tom didn't even get it anyways.
Nope.
It was a Han Solo quote. Traveling through hyperspace isn't like dusting crops, kid.
And this is why I need a little break. So I can study, of course.
Okay. So you've been here from the beginning. Yes, there are bits and pieces because it is kind of a sequel to the Clone Wars. Without getting into these 2 episodes, what did you think of the whole show as a whole now that it's done?
I thought it was really good.
Okay.
I liked it. I think if I took a look at the body of work compared to some of the others, it probably wasn't as good. But I personally thought it was really good. But when I look back and I see you talk about Resistance and Clone Wars and the other one that I never remember.
Rebels. But you remember Resistance, which I don't talk about because I've never even finished Resistance.
I think I remember Resistance because a couple of weeks ago I couldn't remember it and you filled in the blank for me.
Okay.
So then I was like, it was etched in my mind.
It is.
But it unfortunately pushed out the other one. Just like I pushed the microphone right now. But it pushed out the other. It's kind of, think of it like a cup in a way. You can only put so much Star Wars in it because eventually it
overflows.
Yes, before it just overflows. So I got to take some of the current facts out and put some of the others.
I really am going to give Resistance a go. I did watch the first few of the second season because Michael was really into it. It just wasn't for me. But it's got a really loyal fan base, and I love how passionate people are about Resistance. So
that said, going back to the question, I thought it was good.
Yeah,
it was nice to see a bit of a different premise that we haven't seen before.
It was different, and maybe that's where I don't know how I feel about the show as a whole at this very moment.
Well, I mean, you've had a couple of months. Why don't you?
Because I don't think I loved it. Okay. And I don't like not loving a Star Wars. I mean, look, I still wrestle with The Rise of Skywalker. Like, every day, it's in my head every day of going, like, being really disappointed that I don't like that movie. I love it, and it is what it is. So, but I do like, they did try something different. They tried putting a family in the middle of a war. But it was a bunch of people who, anyway, I don't know.
They didn't even really realize how much of a family I think they were to the end. Yep. Because we didn't see the connection. We didn't know. Yeah. You know, are we doing spoilers here, or we're assuming everybody's seen everything? Well, I mean, it was just at the end that they told us that.
I mean, yes, Tom, we're doing a podcast about the episodes, so
if you haven't watched it by now,
some people don't care about spoilers.
Okay.
Or they've already watched it.
Okay. I was just trying to be respectful of the people. The people.
Question, because Mark asked this on Friday night. Now that the whole series is done, do you who was your favorite character at the start? Omega, probably?
No, I really liked Hunter.
Okay.
I think, and then Omega, I'd have to go back to see what I said back then.
Okay.
And at the end, I liked Namaste.
Oh, Namaste?
Yeah, I did kind of like that character, actually. I'm glad they didn't kill her off. And I like Omega.
And it ended on her this season.
It what?
It ended on Namaste this season.
It did.
Yep. So she's going to turn out to be a pretty cool character.
So I'd say the 3 of them I'm kind of fond of.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Let's jump in to episode 15, Return to Kamino.
Let's do it.
So it's been a few weeks, so real quick, Hunter's been captured during the previous episode. They're now on Tapioca City. Credit goes to Mark. It's Tapoca City, but I like Tapioca City better. And it's empty. We saw this city at the very beginning of the show in a very crowded cafeteria. It was bustling, lots of things. There's kids running around everywhere. Now it's empty. Because the Empire has sent all of the important people away and got rid of the rest.
When you say got rid of, what does that mean?
What's the worst thing that you could do to someone to get rid of them?
Oh.
They're dead.
Slash
all of them.
So they killed him.
Yep.
Oh, all right. That's
the
pretty
Empire
mean.
is really terrible.
Yeah.
So we have...
And they're all clones, correct?
yeah.
Or were there others?
Kaminoans and the clones.
Oh, okay.
And all the Kaminoans are, I guess,
Are now
pretty
gone.
much dead. Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's really, like, sad.
So Namaste is literally the last... Nalase.
I don't know. I don't know. I hope she's not it. I really like the Kaminoans. I think they're very, very cool. I have to say, because it's changing, but Attack of the Clones is one of, like, I would say collectively the least liked of all of the Star Wars movies. And it's, like, my second favorite Star Wars. Like, I love Attack of the Clones to this day. I think now granted I was young. I wasn't even in college yet. I think it was in between high school and college. I saw it like 20-something times in the movie theater. Like, I saw it a lot. Like, I loved it because I had no life, so I could just go to the movie theater all the time because I was 20.
You had that much money to go to a movie theater 20 times?
I did. I worked a lot. And I would go to matinees. It was cheap. But yeah, and I lived in... Thanks, Rox. Lived in walking distance to a movie theater back then.
That's pretty awesome.
I saw it a lot. Like I loved it. Loved it. So I have a very, very big fondness for both Camino and the Kaminoans. So it was very exciting to see them. However, it was really creepy because Camino is just very sterile anyways. It's like a very sterile place, which is part of its, by design, it's sterile. It's like a hospital. But it was really creepy seeing it really empty.
It was pretty creepy.
You know, and at the beginning of this show, we saw people cheering the Empire on. We saw them like willingly giving their clone ships. We saw them willingly start like give over their identities to be tracked. And now we're seeing what the Empire is really doing.
Well, what does Padma always say?
This is how liberty dies, in thunderous applause.
That's exactly what was happening, right?
I think so. I think I could play Padme somewhere.
Somewhere.
That was a good Padme read, right?
Of course. Hey, it was a lot better than the Valley Girl.
So
Or Valley Person or whatever it was.
You're telling me this is how liberty dies with thunderous applause? This is disgusting.
I want you to know that I've heard this person in my house for the last couple of days.
I don't know why, but once I get here, it's really hard to leave. I mean, the valley is beautiful. The smog, the mountains, the trash on the ground. Like, oh my God, the drugs. I love that. I get so much good drugs here. Like, you have no idea. I just spend all of Daddy's money. He's a record producer. So we're rich. And he is a cokehead too. So like it's always in boxes all over the house. And I can just do it whenever, like that. I can do it whenever I want. And it's just right there.
Regular Hoover.
Well, that's what I've been told, but not from drugs.
Oh, God.
This is why Tom's really leaving Husband and Husband, because After Dark has come into Husband and Husband now too. It's supposed to be the family friendly show.
Wait, I'm leaving?
On our break. On your vacation by yourself, apparently.
Wah, wah.
Yeah, okay, so anyways, the Camino's empty. It's really sad. And the Bad Batch is on the way. Camino was obviously somewhere that Omega did not want to go. But Omega proves over and over and over that she is here to help people. And Hunter is her brother. / father figure. It's a very weird conversation now. But we find out there's a secret entrance. And it's like right over the ocean. And they have to get real close. And the platform magically pops up out of the water. And does anyone know about this? I kind of got the vibe that no one did.
I don't think so either.
Because we already know that Nala Se has like the secret life when she hired Fennec Shand to go against Cad Bane, who we found out that Lama Su had hired. So there's, I may have mentioned this. I don't remember when that episode came out, but like as an 80s kid, which in my office, I'm staring at my Transformers the movie poster, and behind me, which you can sometimes see in After Dark, are prints from G.I. Joe that I have up on my wall because I love my syndicated cartoons from the 80s.
It's all true, folks.
And one of my favorite things about them is like Destro and Cobra Commander, or Cobra Commander and Serpentor, or Starscream and Megatron. Like, I love all of the backstabbing that heroes do to one another. Like, it's great. And I got that vibe from Nala Se and Lama Su. It was awesome. So we're in this tunnel, and we sneak in, basically, into Tapioca City. And early on, like, we pop up, and they're trying to hide, and they find their old room. Like, there's the funny joke, but it doesn't smell anymore, which I kind of forgot about that line. And I think it was the first episode. But we found out that Omega is older than they are. Mm-hmm. She was there when they were born.
That was pretty cool to find out.
It was, and it made me think a few episodes ago, you had mentioned that you felt that the Batch was treating Omega differently. They gave her more agency than they did before. Mm-hmm. And now to find out that she's actually older than them, like it's asking us to examine this a little bit and examine the artificial growth that they do to the regs versus Omega and Alpha, being Boba, that they don't have those things. Does the fact that she is older but doesn't have the growth accelerator in her make her less experienced, or is she actually more experienced? Like, how young are these clones that were aged up?
That's an excellent question.
Like, we don't examine that yet. Maybe that'll come in season 2, but I was like, I'm really captivated by that, because where does Omega sit?
Mm-hmm. That's a really good question. I don't think that anybody, or I didn't even think about it from that point of view until the end, when we found out she is now, somebody who was there when they were created. Mm-hmm. So now you see her differently. Yeah. And you wonder, why is she so young? I mean, why? Is she intentionally kept young? That could be something.
Well, that's what they like. So Boba, I'm sure you don't remember, but
I don't.
In Attack the Clones, it was one of, I assure you, we pay him handsomely. So they paid Jango Fett to be the clone donor, basically.
Right.
But he asked for one unaltered clone to raise as his child, which he did, which is Boba Fett. But now we have found out that Omega is also that. But that sounds like that was at the hands and the decision of the Kaminoans. So let me answer. I'm just going to ask the question now.
Okay.
Who do you think Omega is? Because there is still a lot of mystery surrounding her. Like, they say she's an unaltered clone.
Right. From who?
From Jango. They said that, like, mid-season.
Okay.
Tech did. And that was revealed. Maybe it was a little further along, but it was basically mid-season-ish. And we've kind of ignored it for the most part since then. Now, she's female presenting, so let's just run under the assumption that she is female. Maybe she's not, but for this, let's run with that.
Okay.
She can't be unaltered if she's female, because she was cloned from a male. So, like, where does she come from? Because clearly she's altered. She's altered in some sort of way.
Right.
She doesn't look as much like the clones as I think she could. She's about the same age as Boba. We saw, I think it was the last episode. Was it the last episode when they shut the door on Lama Su and said, "I don't need a politician," right? And we were like, is he dead? Is he not? Mm-hmm. So we saw clone cadets in that episode, and they look a little more like Omega. But I wonder, I still kind of think she's crossed with Palpatine somehow. Like, it could just be me being selfish. I mean, she's blonde. We've never seen a young Palpatine, but I would imagine Palpatine could pass for a blonde. Like, in knowing what he looks like as an old person. True. I don't know what the actor looks like. I don't really know. Mm-hmm. But it could be me being selfish because I miss the Force in this. That would at least bring some sort of Force ability to the Bad Batch in season 2 or later. But what do you think?
Could she be a third? I'm trying to think who else have we seen who's been a blonde in this saga, and there's only one.
Luke Skywalker.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And she actually
and Anakin.
looks,
I guess Anakin.
And Anakin, she kind of looks like him a little bit.
Is she?
I mean, I don't know. Where's Luke Skywalker at this point in time?
He's an infant on Tatooine.
Okay. All right. Where is Darth Vader at this point? He just became Darth Vader.
He just became Darth Vader, so he's...
So they really just had these kids. Luke, Leia, Omega. They'd all be around the same age, right?
No.
Oh, they'd be even younger.
Luke and Leia are literally newborns.
Oh, okay.
This show started, and it doesn't feel like a lot of time has passed. Maybe this show's over the course of, let's say, a year, max. Max. Probably more like a few months.
Right.
But when this show starts, Order 66 was happening, so Luke and Leia weren't even born yet.
Okay.
They were being born, like, during Order 66. So they're literally, like, days old, months old, maybe a year old by the end of this season, depending how much time had passed.
Okay.
So, Omega's a good 11, 12 years older than them. But I wonder, there's something more to who she is.
When are we going to find out?
I don't know. Maybe season 2, maybe longer. This could be like a long game situation. There's talk of people wanting her to show up in the Book of Boba Fett. Like, I'm surprised Boba Fett never made an appearance. We got that big name drop and he never came.
How old would Boba Fett be in this? Who knows?
No. Because Attack of the Clones, I'm going to put him at 12-ish.
Okay.
During Clone Wars, 12, 13, something like that, probably.
Okay.
And Clone Wars were, I think, 2 years. So he's 14, 15, somewhere in there. Not a lot older than Omega, a little bit.
And how old is he, you think, in Mandalorian?
Well, that's 30 years later, so mid-40s, early 50s.
Okay.
Somewhere in there. That's the thing for me with Star Wars. You're either born before, after, or during. And yes, you get things like they were born, 50 ABY and all of this kind of stuff after or before the Battle of Yavin, which is from A New Hope when they blew up the first Death Star. So that's Jesus in Star Wars time.
Oh.
So you're either, right? Because now it's before or after Common Era or whatever, but
okay.
When we grew up, time was based on before Jesus was born or after, right? So it's before or after the Death Star blew up. That's basically time in Star Wars.
Okay.
Dates. But yeah, I just wonder who she is. Because I think it's interesting.
Star Wars has so much of this. You never really know the whole picture. To this day, you're still wondering so many things about the Chancellor.
Yeah. Like, I love that about Star Wars. I think that is, like, baked into the DNA of what Star Wars is because Star Wars invites you. It is a fairy tale. It is a myth. It invites you to kind of weave your story into it. So it's like you're a aloof hoof lady. There's like whatever.
Aloof hoof.
Okay, I don't know. The Housewives thing of
That's like how many years old?
Yeah, there's your truth, my truth, and the truth is somewhere in the middle.
The real truth is somewhere in the middle.
You have your version of Star Wars, I have my version of Star Wars, and then there's a version of Star Wars there somewhere. But it invites you to do that. And I feel like there is this younger generation, maybe it's not a generation, maybe it's just like Star Wars is going through this thing right now that you're not a part of because you're not on Twitter, you're not on YouTube, you're not in it, where people want all of these finite details and all these answers. I'm like, that is not what Star Wars is. And my Star Wars is not the definitive Star Wars, but Star Wars invites you in. Everyone's Star Wars is different. That to me is what makes it so beautiful. That's what makes it so great. That's what makes me want to engage with people who love Star Wars because you could have a very different relationship with like an Anakin than I do. And it's great. A lot of stories in modern times don't give you that. They give you all the details and this is what it is. And there is no room for that. And I personally never want Star Wars to get lost in that. I like the invitation to be in it. I think it's beautiful.
I agree.
So I like that. I think that's part of why there's holes left around. And then it gives you time to explore because Star Wars storytelling is literally all over the place. It makes it confusing for a lot of people, but it also makes it interesting because it recontextualizes things that you already know. You go, oh, I thought I knew who Darth Vader was, but now I met him as a little kid and I see how he got there. And oh, I thought I knew what the Jedi were, but now I see them during the Clone Wars and they ain't good.
I mean, that's 100% true because, when I came along and, I was, what was the name of the first one?
A New Hope?
Yeah, that one. Okay.
Well, when you saw it the first time, it was literally just Star Wars.
It was Star Wars, okay. And no, you did not like, Darth Vader by any means whatsoever.
You didn't even know if he was a person or a robot.
No.
You thought he was a
years
robot.
later when you saw who he really was and how he became that way, sure, you didn't like him later on, but nonetheless, you had more empathy for him.
Yeah, it's like that is so. I think it's so cool. Like I think it's so amazing. So I don't know. I really liked that we started to get more respect for Omega before we found out she was actually older. It was just I thought it was really really cool. And I think I just think it was awesome. So then we get a lot of Hunter and Crosshair. And he wants to trap the whole team. He thought they were all going to be there. He's like, you'll do, and I'm going to get everybody else here too. And so the episode goes on, we end up in that training room. Remember when all the droids were and they had to shoot everybody out, which we also saw at the Domino Squad of Clone Wars. And then the Bad Batch, if we remember the Bad Batch that we met at the beginning of this season and in the Clone Wars, they were a very cocky, very confident, maybe overly confident group of people. And then we saw Order 66 and their entire identities fell apart. And so they've been struggling with who they are during this whole show. I love that idea. I don't know if it executed all that super well. I feel like this season should have been 8 episodes long and it probably would have been phenomenal. I feel like we got a lot of repetitiveness in the week to week and the mission of the week, and we're going to keep doing this every time, almost every episode. It was Omega teaching Hunter that you have to help people. That was the moral of every, there wasn't even different morals. It was, Hunter, you have to trust people. No, Hunter, you don't abandon people. Hunter, we got to go back and save them. That was every episode. It's a really important message, and I'm here for it. But it was every episode.
That's a good
I know
point.
you wanted longer things. You don't like that Mandalorian is only 8 episodes.
No,
I really
not at
feel
all.
that this was too long.
Yeah, but they make me wait an entire year plus, and now you give me 8 episodes?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, no wonder why I don't remember anything.
But 8 great episodes.
Yeah, I didn't say they were bad. They were very good.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I want more.
More! You do like Kylo Ren.
I do.
So, anyways, an amazing thing that came out with Crosshair was we found out that he had removed his inhibitor chip. And Hunter asks when. And I love this line. Crosshair responds with, "Does it matter?" It was so eerie and so creepy and so good. It elevated Crosshair to this character. I was like, because again, Crosshair wasn't in the show enough to be now. He should have been woven into every single episode somehow. He wasn't.
I have to say, he's up there with the characters I like.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not the favorite character, but I've always liked Crosshair.
You like these characters. They're complex because he's clearly the bad guy. But after these
Is he
episodes, well, that's the thing. That's what's so great. So he's like, why does it matter? Why does it matter when I took it out? You left me. This is the choice I made. And you left me. You could have come back for me. You came back for strangers, but you didn't come back for me. I was supposed to be your brother. We were in this together. It was a really great line because you understand how he got to where he got. So the question is for you, when do you think you removed it?
I think he removed it during the time he felt abandoned by the rest of the Bad Batch.
Okay. I think he removed it before the show even started. I think he attacked.
Wouldn't they have noticed?
No, because they didn't know it was in there. They were blind to the entire thing. I think he went after Caleb Doom and everything all on his own accord. I think there are shots in the thing where he's like touching his head because we the audience knew that there's these chips that are execute Order 66.
Right.
And I think it's him remembering it's there and questioning whether or not he's doing the right thing. But he has been like, no, good soldiers follow orders, because he is so loyal to Chancellor Palpatine, because that's who he was created for. That was his leader. That even if he doesn't agree with what he's going to do, that's what he's going to do, because he swore his allegiance to him. And I think it's him wrestling with this idea, should I still be doing this? And I think it recontextualizes how you see that opening shot, those opening scenes of the season. Cool. Makes him really damn evil, though. And now he's evil by choice? Like, now? Really?
I don't think he's that evil, though. I've never felt he was that evil.
In this episode, he murdered, like, 8 stormtroopers. He tried to...
They're stormtroopers.
He tried to kill a little child. He tried to kill baby Kanan.
Baby Kanan?
Yes. The very first episode, Caleb Doom, remember the little kid that was the Jedi? That's Kanan Jarrus, and he tried to kill him.
That's a good point.
He ain't good. He's a bad dude. He murdered all of those people in the beginning with Saw Gerrera, just shot them all dead. But he's not that bad.
Sounds like somebody I'd want to have over for dinner. Get to know a little bit better.
I thought it was interesting. During that same time, the stormtroopers that he killed, like, questioned his orders. He was supposed to be their commander, but to them, and Hunter says this to them, you'll never be anything but a number. And they're like, you're just a clone. I'm not listening to you. So we shot him. But it asks, all of this is about who are we when we thought we were something else. And our Bad Batch people want to become good guys. And Hunter chose to be a bad guy. I think it's just really... I think it was interesting.
So they were pretty much all bad anyway. So it's really the 4 of them chose to be good people.
Mm-hmm.
Because they used to be bad anyway.
But they weren't bad. They didn't know.
But they were called the Bad Batch, so they couldn't have been too good.
No, they were the Bad Batch because they were defective.
Okay. And they didn't do bad things?
It was a bad batch. Like, it was a bad batch.
Oh, the Bad Batch.
Yeah, like... Oh, no, that batch didn't work out. They swirled their genes.
They purposely did that. But
Yeah.
now we're finding out they weren't a bad batch.
No, they weren't.
So they've been calling them the wrong thing the whole time.
Yeah. Or they're like, we're bad, you know it, Shimon.
We're a bad batch.
If you wanted to go wild, bet. Oh, I was just about to get into the Fiona. Anyways, I don't know.
Well, at least the Valley Girl didn't come back.
Okay, so the episode ends very eerily with Rampart giving the order to destroy Tapioca City.
Yes.
And he shoots it down.
Yep.
And it was really damn sad. And this, I might be indifferent to this show so far this season. But the end, there are all those shots of silence. And I talked about this on After Dark, but it will probably be one of my favorite shots in any of all Star Wars, because Star Wars is not quiet very often. It's very loud, it's very fast, it's very go, go, go all the time. Mm-hmm. And it was quiet. It took these moments to show these shots, which I mentioned at the beginning of this episode, and I harken back to the first episode of a very full, very busy Camino. And now it's just empty. And we found out that entire place was filled with people just being used. They were used by the Kaminoans to make some money. They were used by the Republic to eventually turn and murder all the Jedi. They were used by the Jedi to fight a bunch of battle droids. They were just used. They were just tools. They were not people. And we remembered this life that we saw that they had at the beginning of this episode before they knew anything was wrong. And now we learn they never had a life at all because they were just tools. And it was just gut-wrenchingly bittersweet. It was so, like, it was really, really, really powerful. And I do believe that this show will get better. I have faith that I will like season 2 better than season 1. And I feel like going back to this episode, after like rewatching certain arcs in Clone Wars, or seeing Gregor Wolf and Rex back in Rebels, and to go back to the shot's gonna be really heartbreaking. Because those are clones that we know were so filled with life. How the galaxy viewed them. It's pretty cool. Pretty sad. Nothing?
No, I'm all drawn in.
Are you?
I am.
Okay. Well, let's draw you out and go take a quick break, and then we're going to talk about episode 16, the finale. All right, Thomas, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Let's drink up.
Let's drink and get our party on, girl! And
We're back.
oh my god, and so am I.
Welcome back, Valley Girl.
Hi. I was
How are
doing
you?
such a better job at this all weekend long. I feel like I am not really giving it 110%. I just told all my listeners that I put in 110% every week, time after time after time, like Cyndi Lauper time after time. That's what I'm talking. That's how intense I'm talking. But I feel like I'm not really delivering right now. This is when I shot for the stars and totally missed.
Well, maybe you could bring yourself back.
I could. All right,
Welcome back, Brian.
Hello, welcome back. We are here to talk the finale, episode 16
Finale.
of The Bad Batch. So, Thomas.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to take the words out of your mouth.
Please do.
Because people will be thrown off when they heard such beauty coming out of a mouth like yours. Because usually you just, you're a little bit, sometimes you can be Captain Obvious. So the opening of this I found very beautiful.
Yes.
In Camino is a water planet, right?
That's correct.
Actually similar to Naboo also. Through the planet core. And we found out the planet core was water. Tom has no idea.
Nope.
But Camino, water. Water is often an element associated with life and rebirth and all of those things, right? Well, Camino was creating life. So, of course, it's a water planet. Very beautiful. And as life was sinking into the water, very opposite of what was supposed to be, because the Empire is the opposite of how a society should work, it was being burned up. Fire, an element associated with death and destruction. And that contradiction in the opening was really interesting because it's also the contradiction of what was going on, I believe, in Crosshair's mind.
Good point.
It was really beautiful. Like, I found it to be very beautiful. So,
So where was I in that?
well, I wasn't going to give it away that you were the one that came up with that entire thing.
I did?
No. I was just trying to be a good husband. Anyways, it was a really powerful opening. This whole opening was actually really intense. Like, we all knew they were going to get out, but it didn't make it any less intense. As the building was coming down and every corner they turned, there was another problem. Oh, we think we're out, but we're not. But it was done really, really well because it didn't necessarily feel repetitive. You know what I mean? It was it was really intense. And I was so happy with AZ this episode. He was like really the hero of the episode, the little medical droid.
He really was the hero of the episode.
Yeah. So I really like that we got a really good conversation. Actually, Wrecker. When Wrecker, Crosshair is still complaining about you didn't come back. You didn't come back. You left me here. What else was I supposed to do? And the last episode, it was really, Hunter, why didn't you come back? And I love that we got Wrecker this episode. But you didn't come back to us either. And it was like we were siding with Crosshair all last episode, and then here's our Superboy who we all love, Rucker, because he's got a heart of gold, but you didn't come back to us either. And he just put the tables back on him. Oh, but yeah, actually, you could have come back to them too. But you didn't. Every time you saw us, you're shooting us down, trying to kill us. So what else were we supposed to do? Like, we kind of forgot about all those moments because I felt like the last episode was pushing us to side with Crosshair, where this episode, we were not siding with Crosshair. It was really interesting. It was really, really cool. But, you know, we doubled down on Crosshair, too, of him picking where he wanted to be with the Empire. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to be with the winning side and basically calling all of his brothers a bunch of losers for sticking and picking the losing side. Like, it was, I don't know, it was really, really interesting. And then we got another great line actually with Tech in this too that I want your take on. But Tech was talking to Omega, if memory serves correctly, and he was basically saying, Crosshair's always been cranky. He's always been a little bit darker. He's always been this guy. So of course he went down this path. And Crosshair took that as almost like Tech extending his hand to him and like in a friendly way. And Tech turned around and was like, just because I understand you doesn't mean I agree with you. And it was a really powerful line. That was actually. Yep. Like, what do you get from that? There has to be moments in our life. Well, actually, and this is a show about brothers, oftentimes with family, right? Mm-hmm. Where I understand how my parent or my sibling or a really close friend got to hear about. I don't agree with it.
Well, I mean, that's so prevalent in the society today. And the whole what's going on in the United States of America, right? So,
actually, yeah, I mean, right
for a lot of different issues. I mean, in a lot of ways, it was a very mature response. Hey, I understand. Mm-hmm. Doesn't necessarily mean I agree with you, but I understand. Yep. It'd be nice if a lot of people sometimes had that mindset. Hey, I understand what you're saying. I just don't agree with you, and that's okay. You know, they could still go on.
You know, I mean, honestly, let's make this super topical right now. And anti-maskers
and vaccines.
I bet we have. I bet, and maybe everyone's a stretch. I bet a lot of people have someone in their life that is an anti-masker. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm putting it that way because I can't imagine our listeners are a bunch of anti-maskers. Like, I just can't. Maybe, and that's okay. Like,
and you know what? If you are, okay, that's fine too.
As long as you mask up when you're out. Don't do it, but take the responsibility that you didn't do it. Anyways.
Wait, are we taking that stance, though?
What? If you don't want to get vaccinated, you should wear a mask if you're out in public. Yeah, that's the stance we've got. Mm-hmm. Okay. Come on, like, that's just, to me, human decency.
Uh-oh.
But,
uh-oh.
no uh-ohs. Like, there is a part of me that understands people not wanting to get a vaccine. It was fast-tracked. It wasn't FDA approved. It's kind of scary. Like, I get it. I had moments where I wasn't sure if I was going in 100% transparency. When all of this talk first started, you were always on board. Nope, I'm going to get it the minute it comes out. The minute I can, I'm getting it.
But that's so in my nature because you know how I am even with the flu shot. Yep. I'm like, I don't really care. Everybody gets the flu shot. Yep. End of sentence.
Yep.
We'll talk about it another time.
I don't know. I'm a little nervous. Like, it just seems this was really fast, and I don't know. But you know what started to happen during that time?
What?
More people were dying. Mm-hmm. It was spreading faster and faster and faster. Mm-hmm. And I decided, this was my logic, I think it was fast-tracked. I hope it was the right thing to do. We still don't know exactly. I'm sure it was. But I'm a member of society, and this is not about me. I need to get vaccinated for everyone else. Like, that was that's how I arrived at it. So I can understand maybe when people are not. Mm-hmm. I don't agree with you. But I understand. And I do agree with you. This last episode, because there's another moment too that's very topical of now. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of people who, in my opinion, both online and IRL, refuse to try to understand somebody else. They are just wrong, period, end of sentence, and they will vilify you. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that is the right thing to do. It's easy. It's more seductive, and it's the path to the dark side, to jump like that. Mm-hmm. It just is. And yes, I say it tongue-in-cheek because we're on a Star Wars podcast, so of course I'm going to quote Star Wars, but really the truth of the matter is a lot of my morals come from Star Wars every single day, so not even tongue-in-cheek, I know easy and more seductive those kinds of responses are, and those kind of responses will lead you down to the dark side. Mm-hmm. That's what will happen. It is so much easier to say you're with me or you're against me. That is the easy road. What tech did today was a really hard road. I understand you, but I don't agree with you. Mm-hmm. That deserves so much more respect, so much more thought, so much more appreciation. It just really does.
I agree.
You know, because there's room for both people to come together. Because in order for any two people, two ideas, two movements, two political parties, two different people from different cultures, anything, for anyone to ever come together, both sides need to understand one another, and both sides need to understand they're both going to have to make compromises, and they're both going to have to let go of certain things. That's the only way it will ever work. And I feel there's less and less of that happening. It's just...
I agree with you.
I'm right. No, you're wrong. I'm right. I'm 22 years old. I'm 65. I'm right. You're wrong.
Oh, you're talking about today, in the real world. I mean, because in this period of time, it's vaccines. Mm-hmm. Rewind just a little bit before that, it was politics. Rewind a little bit before. There's so many issues.
It was gay marriage in our life to make it right on brand for us.
Absolutely.
You're gay, you're wrong, and you're evil, and you're going to burn in hell. Mm. That's what it was. Mm-hmm. That simple. Well, really? Really? Mm-hmm. You know what it took? People on both... It took some gay people to learn to communicate their rights. It took people to converse in a different way to get someone to listen to you.
Correct.
And it took those other people to listen, and it took those people to communicate a little differently for all parties to understand. And look where we are now. We still have a long way to go, but we are a lot farther than we ever were. You know, that's what it takes. Actually, in this house, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people who had lives different than they were when we all came together. We really are, at the end of the day, a found family. We all had different upbringings. We all had different experiences that led us all together. Mm-hmm. And you know what all of us did? And one thing, you know, sometimes we joke around about how maybe not always great parents were, whatever it is. Now we don't say we're, you know, but like one thing that we do really, really well is we treat our children like people. Mm-hmm. And when Michael came in, there were certain things that didn't exactly add up with our line of thinking, but you and I as parents, well, he's a person and that's what he knows. Maybe we need to bend here. This is somewhere that we can bend. We can't bend over there, but we can here. When Eli came in, same thing. Mm-hmm. And then Jack and Michael had to bend a little bit for his way of thinking. And what ends up happening is this is now the Barry way of thinking. Mm-hmm. You know, I think about us. You're far more religious than I am. Mm-hmm. I am really just not religious at all. We had a conversation just the other day, actually, when we saw all these signs about I'm God's and I am his and like all of that stuff. Quite frankly, it really creeps me out. I find it very weird. It makes me very, very, very uncomfortable.
Where it doesn't bother me at all.
You understand it and you're like, there's really nothing wrong with that.
None.
And it's, again, I don't agree with you. And that's totally fine because I think, I'm sorry, it's creepy. And you're like, I don't agree with you, Brian, because it's not creepy. You know, like.
But I'm fine with your opinion.
Exactly.
You have your opinion. That's fine. And you know what? We didn't go on Twitter and fight about it.
Exactly. And you know what?
Or to the newspaper and fight about it.
I want to jump forward because this actually is very topical. In the same episode, Crosshair and Hunter have another conversation. Mm-hmm. So, okay. Episode goes on, we're in a tunnel, boo, boo, boo. We'll go back to something because there's stuff that Omega does is great. But I want to talk about this because it is on topic right now. Hunter goes to Crosshair and says, we want different things, but we don't have to be enemies.
That was a good line.
So powerful. Mm-hmm. It's very much what we're talking about now. You can be maybe the words anti-masker and a pro-vaxxer don't exactly mesh completely, because there are sometimes ideologies that just cannot.
Yeah, because you can be somebody who got the vaccine, but just doesn't want to wear the mask, and there could be reason. I mean,
Exactly.
There's extremes.
You could be a person who got a vaccine for very selfish reasons. If I don't want to wear a mask anymore, so if this is what I need to do to go to the grocery store, then that's what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't any sort of altruistic reasons, and that's totally fine too. And you know what? I guarantee you there are plenty of people out there who went and got a vaccine because they hate the Trumpers. Because therefore, if you're an anti-vaxxer, you have to be conservative. You had to have had to support a Trump, and I'm going to do it just to shut you up. But they didn't really believe in what they were doing either. Like, let's just be real. That's out there too. And listeners are 1-star review, 1-star review, 1-star. But it's the truth. Like, it is important to understand people, but to understand doesn't mean you have to agree. And just because we want different things does not mean we have to be enemies. Like, we're to this point where that is what has happened. And it is so sad. And I don't know if it's because we're gay. Maybe we look at things differently. I do think I was having a conversation with a gay person on Twitter, because we got some anti-gay crap thrown our way over the week on Twitter, so there's some interesting things going on. But there was clearly a straight person saying some toxic garbage about like Ahsoka can't be gay. Someone said Ahsoka's gay in the comments.
Okay.
And this person's not. She was going to be with a guy. And I was just like, well, you can be gay and like both men and women. I mean, that is the B in LGBTQ. Mm-hmm. Like, you can like both. Mm-hmm. And
that's fine.
But someone came back and said, but it was the way she questioned something. And it's an Ahsoka book. There's a female character that she liked. There's also Trace Martez and Rafa Martez. But anyways, like, this person's like, but she wouldn't do that. She was just a nice person. And I was like, the other commenter was like, getting frustrated, you can tell. I was just like, straight people don't have to question these things. Straight people don't have to question, am I doing this because I like this person, or is it because it's the right thing to do? Am I attracted to this person? Because this feels weird because I'm not supposed to be attracted to someone of the same sex. But we have to question all those things. We then have to question, what does marriage look like? Someone like people like us. I think we had to question what marriage was. Once we got it, and question what it was. So you and I, like we've mentioned very much, before we had the legal right to get married, we had to protect ourselves in ways. So we had to question what marriage really meant. Other people don't really do that.
True.
Because that's, of course, what you do. And
I often wonder if they even think about it at all.
So I wonder if as gay people, queer people, are we better equipped with this kind of thing? Because we had to learn how to combat people in our own family who, let's say you're from a really religious family and a family member, you come out and they have a hard time because their excuse is God, which is always a cowardly move in my opinion. Like, I like you, but God can't, so it's not really me. I would.
Okay, honey, okay.
But
see, I'm forced to listen.
But they're still our family member, or they're our friend. And so we try to figure out how to come around. Are we just better equipped with that? Because of how, at least in like, especially like our lifetimes, to see these kinds of changes, are we better equipped with dealing with these kinds of things?
I don't know if I could say the collective whole is, but I think you and I are, because we have just always been very much thinking people, and we analyze a tremendous amount of stuff. So I think that we have, excellent coping skills. And, there was a large part of our relationship. We didn't know we would ever be married.
Yep.
But we always behaved as if though we were married, and everything we ever did, we did together, and we built together, and we protected each other. So I think in a lot of ways, which has made us and brought us to be parents and made us very good parents. So I don't know if I could say the whole gay population does, but I have to say that I think because of having to fight for stuff that definitely, you just put more thought into some things that maybe other people don't put thought into. Not a right or wrong, just observation.
Well, that's what happens sometimes too, and that's kind of what's going on in this episode. In the episode, we're at this point where, like, I think Hunter and Crosshair, let's just boil it down to the two of them, are trying to understand one another. And I think sometimes I hear people who are straight, when you and I just have this conversation of they never have to, they automatically are offended by that. Like, we're like somehow talking down to them, or we're mad at them for never thinking about it. That is what people hear. You know?
It's not our intention.
You hear that, no, but you heard that. We've heard it for a long time, but you really heard it amplified again last year with Black Lives Matter, and then the All Lives Matter people. Well, all lives act. But you're acting like Black Lives Matter now, therefore they are saying your life doesn't matter. That is not what it says. By you and I saying straight people don't have to think about these kinds of things, it's not, how dare you not have to think about it. That's not what we're saying. You just don't. So you're not going to. And that's something that I said to this person on Twitter. I'm like, they don't have to think about these things. Some people recognize that they don't have to think about these kinds of things, and never will understand it, but they're going to try to understand it. Then you had the people who are like, nope, don't understand it, therefore it doesn't exist. And I think Crosshair is going through that right now, personally. I think he's like, no, I pledged my allegiance, and there's no other outside. It doesn't exist. You are with me, or you're with the Empire, or you're against them. That is it. That was the side that I chose. That's the hill I'm going to die on. And he's not willing to question anything or hear a different point of view. You know, it's and so he's making them enemies. I don't know if any of that just made sense, what I just said, but there's some really interesting things. I think it's very topical. You know, I think it was a really important line, and I really think I hope people think about it. Like, you can think differently and not be enemies. You can have, let's just talk about here in the United States. You can be a Republican, and it does not mean you're an evil person. Like, I do not like that.
And the same thing for a Democrat. Just because you're a Democrat doesn't mean you're an evil person either.
You too. Now, there are evil people on both sides, but, like, have faith in your fellow citizen that they want the best country for everybody, and they just have different beliefs on how to get there. That is what I choose. That is not everybody. There are plenty of a-holes on all sides of every coin.
I think this is the general thing people have forgotten. It's not, they've forgotten you are allowed to have another opinion, and it's okay. Yep. Very much like, it's like what Tech said. I understand you. I don't agree with you.
I think I agree, and that's a philosophy that I think a lot of people should adopt, personally. Now, when you need to throw down, you throw down. But you don't have to throw down at everything. Because if you're throwing down at everything, everything's just going to be on the floor. And there'll be nothing left to fix. That's my opinion. And that is our TED Talk for the evening on how to cure society by Tom and Bryan.
So let's talk about this episode.
No, I love the episode. We're running through tunnels. We get all of this was a very Star Wars episode.
Did the ending give you what you wanted?
Hold on. So,
I thought we were done.
This episode, we got like the Empire being the Empire. We got escaping. We got a sea monster. We got a droid. We got Omega. What did you think about that? When Omega dove in to save AZ, I
didn't expect anything less from her. That right there was very telling of who she was as a person.
Yep. So you think about A New Hope. Droids, we don't serve their kind here, and I'm blanking on his name. Kicked him something with W. You don't get, anyways. Kicked him out of the bar. Like, people don't really treat droids very well. Obi-Wan tells Anakin, he's like, you and that droid, something, and he's like, he's trying his best. Obi-Wan didn't even remember R2-D2. Look how many adventures they went on together. I don't remember owning a droid. Really? Because that little droid saved you so many times. They are people still. Like, they're still people. Come on. But I agree. I thought it was very telling of Omega. It was beautiful. And that moment when Crosshair went to shoot. And then we found out that he shot the rescue thing. Like, because Wrecker at the top of the episode and what Tech said, like, we stopped trusting him again. It was like, oh my God, is he going to, like, shoot Hunter? Is this the moment that it goes down? That's where I was going. I was like, oh my God.
I knew this. I knew he was always...
What if he
There's
shoots
good
Hunter
in
and
there.
Omega comes up and Hunter's dead?
Uh-huh.
Like that would... So this episode gave us all that. And then there was, at the very, very end, Omega saying, to Crosshair. There was a scene, too. Remember that circled back to that first episode. I remember, and you were taken with this very much so. And she's like, I know what you're going to do, but you don't have to do it. You don't have to do this. Or I know what you did, or whatever the line exact was. And then she's like, and there's that thing, I can't believe you still did it. She was so disappointed in him, and she knew what was coming. I feel, and go back on this, she knew that whole time what was in them. And is she feeling guilty now that she didn't have it removed quick enough? Is she bearing some responsibility to all of that stuff that's happened? Because she knew better. She knew right away. She knew when they left that room, when she saw them born, she knew that inhibitor chip was in them. She knew all those clones had inhibitor chips in them. But she didn't save them. And this is the same girl that dove in after her droid. Imagine the weight
I don't
that
think
is
she was
sitting
ever
on.
free. She wasn't free before. She's free now.
Yeah. And now she's willing to do what it is. But what's driving her? Is it the fact that she didn't help any of these people before?
No, I think it's family. I think she realizes she has a family. And they are
she had
family.
never had
They
one.
are her brothers. She said it, right?
Yeah. And then, so, and she's like, in your mind too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to give up on you. It was really pretty, it was really pretty beautiful. Okay, yeah, so you asked how I felt about this episode. Friday, I was not with it. It was a really good episode. And I don't know how I feel about the series in general. We all know I did not like them in Clone Wars. Then the show started, and I was, on board. I was way into it. And then I feel like it started to fall down. And it wasn't as good as it was. And I've been disappointed. It's so beautiful to look at. It is so beautiful. Oh my God, it's beautiful. The music, chef's kiss. Beautiful. There's so much good. I love, and I saw on Twitter people complain, just like the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. Blah, blah, blah. Well, actually, no, because the Mandalorian is a dad, doesn't feel worthy of being a dad, doesn't know how to be. Hunter didn't expect to be a dad, but stepped right up and knew what it took. Made some mistakes, but is really confident, taking care of his family. They're very different, actually. Very Star Wars. You have very similar circumstance, and how do two people deal with that circumstance very differently. It's great. And I was really disappointed in the finale, actually. But now, having talked to you, I think I'm into it a little more. Because
you're welcome.
I think the line with Tech and the line with Hunter brought so much. And I feel like how Star Wars is this. We have buildings burning down, things crumbling down. We have an adventure. Oh my God, we're stuck in this. And every time we turn around, there's a problem. Now we got a big sea monster. There's some, and now we get this really heaviness. And what is Star Wars? But those two things. And so I'm like, okay, maybe. The end? I love that we saw Nala say she's great. You were talking about how much you liked her. I think it's really cool that they're clearly tying her in to Palpatine, which is also another reason I think Omega might be part Palpatine, because now she's tied to Palpatine again.
And they wanted to get her back.
I guess I didn't like, but who wanted her back? The Kaminoans wanted her back, not the Empire. I don't think the Empire knows she exists. Didn't we explore that in this? Does the Empire even know? I don't think the Empire knows she exists. I think this was the Kaminoans doing it behind the Empire's back after rewatch. Let us know on Twitter or send us an email or whatever. If you're listening on YouTube, leave a comment. Is that what it was? Because I'm totally blanking. But I like Star Wars that ends on hope. And this was not a hopeful ending. It was a really downer of an ending.
Ooh.
And I don't like that.
I'm sorry.
Even season 5 of the Clone Wars, is a gut-wrenching end when Ahsoka leaves. We all know this is my favorite moment of Star Wars. I haven't mentioned it in a while, though. But if you're a new listener, my very favorite moment in any of Star Wars is when Ahsoka leaves the Jedi Order. And that last shot of her going out into the great unknown. And the queer coding that's involved with coming out and your family saying no or your friends saying no. And we're there off on our own. Similar to what Tom was just talking about, of questioning things because we have to. And I find it so powerful. And yes, it's sad, but it was her choice to do it. And so there's something hopeful about her, Ahsoka, being a strong enough character to get through it. And this was just a buzzkill on all counts. The Bad Batch doesn't have Crosshair. Where the hell are they going to go? Mm-hmm. Like, where are they going to go?
How's Crosshair going to get off where he
exactly.
is?
How's Crosshair going to get off the platform? Nala Se's captured, and here you go. You're going to have to go make Palpatine clones. Probably, we don't know, but it was a really downer of an episode. And we mentioned this, I think, on After Dark, maybe. And none of the sequels gave it to me, so I don't like this new thing that Star Wars is doing. Do you remember in the originals, there was always, and it was almost cornball cheese of like a Hallmark photo ending, where they all got gathered around and then the camera closed in on it or whatever. It was always a hopeful ending. Mm-hmm. Even Empire, that was kind of sad. They were all back together, though, watching their friend go to rescue their other friend. And so you knew that they were going to come out. Did you feel like they're all going to come out of this at the end?
Yes. It's Star Wars. Of
okay,
course
but
they
if
are.
it wasn't Star Wars, the way it ends, would you go, they're all going to be good after this?
No. Yeah, no.
I want an end of a Star Wars to I always want to know they're going to be good. Mm-hmm. Like, that is, Star Wars is built on hope.
It was a new hope.
Anyways, what about you? What did you think? What did you think of the season finale?
I liked it. I thought it was good. I was excited that, there's going to be a second season. Mm-hmm. So we'll get to hear
in 2022.
More. In 2022. Okay, so which means they're doing it now, pretty much, right?
Oh, it's no, I'm sure it's done.
Oh, boom.
They're doing final touches and maybe doing some, as Bridget Colley said, some pickup lines here or there. Mm-hmm. But do you have a favorite moment from the season? Do you have a favorite episode or a favorite anything like that?
I'm going to say all of them.
Because I don't really remember any specifics. I think my favorite moment, I'll just answer the question, wasn't really about about the series.
Right.
It was one of our podcasts about the series.
Oh, tell me more.
My favorite moment of all of Bad Batch was when Cad Bane shot Omega with his disappear gun.
Wait, that was me who said that.
My favorite moment. Still talking about it on After Dark.
Do you?
Sure do. I don't think I don't even know who remembers. And it could just be my own little
turns out that you're making fun of your husband because it wasn't a disappear gun. To me, she disappeared. It
was so funny. It was so good, and I loved every minute of it. And I've loved every minute of recording.
Where is that
gun? Well, someone shot it because we're not coming back for a few weeks, so we just disappeared. But I have loved all this, and I can't wait to do it again. We're going to enjoy our break. Don't get me wrong. I think we're both like, we need it. We need some time to prioritize. So just another reminder.
Maybe even throw a little vacation in there for Labor Day weekend. Sorry.
By ourselves, apparently.
Because apparently I'm being written off the show.
Well, that's what happens, Tom, when you steal money from all your victims and you flaunt all your wealth in front of everybody. You get written off the show.
You talk about Tom Girardi.
I don't know his name.
That's terrible. I don't know. It's all alleged, but actually, it's not really. It sounds like they've. I don't know. I haven't followed too
We're
closely.
talking about the Real Housewives, in case you don't know.
It's really terrible.
If you don't know anything that's going on, you're probably like me. Because honestly, I know we've joked around about it before, but I am forced to listen to hearing about these housewives every night at dinner for probably...
That is not true. You're full of crap.
No, I'm not. For the better part
Yes,
of a
you are.
decade. Nope. For the better part of a decade.
I don't talk about them in front of the kids.
Yeah, we're in bed. The kids are in bed already. For
Okay,
the
well,
better
that's
part of
not
a decade,
dinner.
I got to... No, I said in bed.
I thought you said dinner.
Maybe, well, if I said dinner, by dinner I meant, bedtime. I don't know. I got to watch G.I. Joe before bed. Every night I got to watch G.I. Joe.
I'm watching the news.
My husband every night. G.I. Blue. What's
I'm
this
American's hero.
And now that great time. And now G.I. Joe's like 24/7 on YouTube. Nope, I got to watch Up and Atom. And some lawyer who says the F-bomb an awful lot. And they talk
I don't know.
about...
I don't watch that one.
And then I feel like a
Hey,
jerk.
it used to be Nikki Swift because I could get all the current events. But anyway.
Well, I feel like such a jerk because I'm like, why do these people have YouTube channels and podcasts about housewives talking about like, really? Like, who cares? And I'm like, oh, wait, I have a YouTube and a podcast about Star Wars. And I'm sure plenty of people say that about me. So anyways, just a reminder, we are going to take a break until after Labor Day. On Husband and Husband, we still have YouTube on Friday late nights with After Dark every night. And then there'll be a podcast version just like there always has been. So we're not going anywhere. Tom and I just need to figure out how to shuffle. What are you always calling it? The cup game with the thing under the cup?
Shell game.
The shell game.
Move the kids around.
We got to figure out the Barry Shell game to have
Their
time to do
schedules.
this. So until then, thank you very much. Tom, do you have anything you want to say since you're not going to see these people for a while?
Oh, that's right, because you see them at...
I see them every week still.
You do? Mm-hmm. Thank you for listening.
Okay.
We will see you again soon.
Mm-hmm. Where are we going to see them?
I have people who take care of those things.
We're going to see
You
you.
being one of them.
We're going to see you on Twitter and Instagram at Serving Pink Milk. Make sure you head on over to YouTube, which honestly, there are a lot of people that listen to this podcast that clearly do not subscribe to YouTube because we don't have as many subscribers on YouTube as we have listeners. So please head on over to YouTube. YouTube.com/C. Just go to the search button, hit Pink Milk Podcast, and hit subscribe. Please. Honestly, it would be great.
And enjoy the rest of your summer.
And enjoy the rest of your summer.
Yes.
Yes. So until next week, or until Friday, whatever it is. See, I can't even say,
Until I return
I can't say
after
until
Labor
next
Day.
week. Somehow Tom's going to return.
Drink up.
Sith, magic, dark science. Tom didn't get that reference. Anyways, until next time, drink up.
Drink up.